Yeah, all right. Welcome back. You know who it is. Hey, I have the #1 spirit radio show up here in the West. Spirit Realm Radio 1. That's right, baby. You know who it is. You know who's talking at you. No. All right. I mean, do I need any more introduction? I mean, really? Here we go. Oh, yeah, light the candle, asshole. Light the candle, asshole. I can't light it for you. You have to light it. All right. How is everybody? Is everybody okay today? Welcome, Sir Thomas Aquinas. Greetings to you. Welcome, Jules O'Mara. My love. Yes, we're doing a mid-early show. Welcome, Dame Sophia Wisdom, my love. Welcome, Lorraine. Welcome, Ellie Ryan. Hello. You're a sexy beast. All right. Soapy. Things are a little soapy. All right. That's good. Soap is good. How is everybody today? Wednesday, right? Thursday maybe. It's Wednesday. We're halfway through. It's a mid-early show, Thomas. Sir, Thomas. Yes, it is like a really late morning show. That's right. Exactly how that goes. That's right. Yes, indeed. All right, so what are we doing? What are we doing, you say? Well, a new interview, whoa. New interview came out. Kai Davis. I'm like, who's Kai Davis? All right. It sounds kind of familiar, but who's Kai Davis? But that dropped, so this interview, we're going to look at that. That interview is from April of 2024, which is rather late. But we're going to see what Kai Davis has to say for himself. I'm not quite familiar with Mr. Kai. But it should be interesting. Hello, I am. Welcome back to the garden. How is Bing doing? Sleeping? Bing is doing okay? Sleeping? Napping? Eating good treats. Give me the treats, Mama. I love you, but give me the treats. I'm a good boy. Yes, I am. Good. It's always good when he is good. That means you're good, too. So everybody's good. See? All right. Well, Kai Davis is on the menu tonight. Kai Davis. Don't know much. I don't know. Name's familiar. I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna listen to him, and it's good because we're gonna listen to what he has to say. It's audio only, and then because it's not a very long interview, it's only about like 10 minutes or so, 10 or 11 minutes. We may jump to some ISP supplements that I've been reviewing again. A couple of them still stand out to me, of course. A lot of interesting information, of course, in those documents. There was a bit there about Kaylee, and interesting bit because these things like you kind of forget about when you read through them. You know, you forget these sort of pieces. And it's like, so I ran across this supplement again, and I'm like, okay, so this is about Kaylee. Now, she went and looked to buy another automobile before she bought her Range Rover, right? And it's these little pieces that you forget. Like, I forgot this. So, like, she went on Facebook Marketplace, and she was going to purchase a different vehicle. So, Kaylee and her father, Steve, who arrived a little later, well, they met this person on Facebook Marketplace. They were going to sell the automobile to her. And Steve G shows up and gives Kaylee about $6,500 in cash. And the person who was selling the car says, I heard her say that, well, I'm going to keep the cash. I'm just going to keep the cash. $6,500. And then I remembered we did videos on that a long time ago about where did that money go? Where did that money go? So I don't know. It was one of those questions, like what did she do with the $6,000? Like where did that go? Yeah, that's an interesting document, that ISP supplement. We're going to look at that again if I can find it. And yeah, I found it interesting because Steve G he is there with her. And it's interesting that she tells him, well, you know what? I'm going to keep your money, because it was his cash that he was giving to her to buy, I think, this automobile, right? But she turns around and says to him, well, I'm keeping the cash. So it's kind of like very strange to me, this interaction. Very interesting interaction here to me, between them two. And what do we know about their relationship? I feel it's strained, just like his older daughter doesn't want anything to do with him. Kaylee, I think, was following in that path. Yep, stuff like that. Another supplement that Jack Showalter I couldn't find yesterday. He had an interview with Idaho State Police and his fingerprints taken on 12/6/2022. So I was trying to find that interview again, and I was rereading that. That's an interesting one. Jack Showalter. Showalter's interview on 12/6. Yeah. I really want to hear that audio recording, because he sounds a little agitated in that interview. I don't know. And there's a couple others like that we might get into. So yeah, that's the agenda, baby. That's the agenda. Is that okay with everybody? All right. Yes, indeed. Good. Yeah, I'll tell you what, the documents are always the documents. Oh boy. Well, we know the documents. And then I was trying to figure out, well, how are we going to start this live? We always start it with some sort of musical piece, right? We do. And so, what are we going to do? I know how I'm going to end the thing, but it's the beginning that's the hard part. It's always the beginning. Right, loves? All right. So I'm like, I got two things in mind here. All right, we're going to get to do it. We're going to do both of them. Lorraine, that's an interesting point, because that was a separate thing. So yeah, I know what you mean. The way I took this was a separate occasion where she was with her mom and she was with her grandmother. That's when she bought the Range Rover. This other car shopping adventure only involved herself and Steve G, which is interesting because kind of, to me, like I remembered it. It's just these things that fall through the cracks, you know what I mean? And the person selling her the car, this is off of Facebook Marketplace. This was not at the dealership. So to me, these are two separate events going on here about buying a car. So she may have taken that cash. You're right. She may have taken that cash that Steve gave her and applied it to the Rover then later. She could have done that. That's true. That's true. But, yeah. But the guy selling her the car remembers her saying to her father, no, I'm keeping the money. Fuck you. So I found that an interesting interaction. You don't hear much about their interactions from third parties, right? You don't hear much about Kaylee's interaction with Steve. You know, and it's interesting to get a third party's perspective on that brief interaction, because Steve is not going to talk about it. He's not going to tell you the real. He's not going to give you the reality. He's going to give you the, everything was great. He's going to give you that. He's not going to give you, well, yeah, we were fighting. We were arguing for 3 weeks leading up to her death. No, he's not going to tell you that. Right? Of course, we know this, Garden. He's not gonna portray that side of things. No, everything is gonna be fluffy and cute and lovely. Yeah. So it's interesting to get a third party perspective on, their interactions with one another. That's interesting. Someone not related to the family. Especially Mom, especially Olivia. Yeah. All right. There we go. Steve Cheethamut. Welcome. Who did I miss? Welcome, Tony. Welcome, Tony. Welcome. Always good to see you. Welcome, Becky Walker. I'm going to call you Spirit Walker. Spirit Walker. No longer Becky Walker, you are Spirit Walker. You're a rock star, Dame Wisdom. Take the money and run, baby. This, my father, is cheap, and I'm taking the money, Steve. All right. Thanks for paying my phone bill, which you didn't. I'm taking this money, asshole. I don't know. Interesting dynamic there in that family. Very interesting dynamics in that family. Very interesting dynamics in that family. Wow. I'm not sure why Olivia is working in cahoots with Steve G so closely. I don't know. That's kind of scary. All right. That's the prelude. Hey, this is pre-Act 1 in Act 3. No, this is Act 1. No. How do we do this? So this is Act 3, right? Chapter 1. There we go. No. Act 3, Part 1. Right. Act 3, Part 1. There we go. Right. There we are. Welcome, Dame Anthus, Queen of the Mountains, in the garden round. Hello, Curious Rose. Welcome, love. Good to see you every time. I hope things haven't been too stressful for you and, work stuff. Spirit Walker, love. I hope things have not been too stressful. Here's the canyon. You know the canyon. Here it is. And the case and the canyon. Case and the canyon. I do like to do electric versions of these things so you can see the candle in those really nice colors, Gotta electrify things. All right. Quick smoke break and then I guess this asshole has to keep going on about things. I'm so worried about my son. Stanley, have you been touching my dolls again? Stanley? Oh, that was a really long time ago. Don't you even do that to me, Masternature2112.
Hey, Mom, I don't want to fight anymore. I'm not sure which mother I'm fighting with. Old Mama, English Stanley, or young Mama English Stanley. I don't know.
Stanley, don't you play with my dolls anymore.
I'm sorry, Mom. It's just $1 I want to show you. I just want to show it to you. Oh, my God, I can't believe you're hitting me with that. You are the worst, Master Nature. Calling up that memory of mine when I was such a young girl. I'm old now, can't you see? You must forgive all my transgressions.
That's weird. All right. Quick break. Wow. All right, here we are. Well, it is. Well, what's the name of the video? Somehow losing the plot. Somehow losing the plot. Isn't this where we came in? Hey, Roger, have you got it yet?
Did you get it yet, Roger?
Isn't this where we came in? All right. Here we are. In the garden, the ceremony has begun. And we're going to start with this beautiful piece. Two musical passages to open up the show. Love, here's the first one. Oh, yeah. There it is, love. Fitting. Hang on, that. Wait a minute. Wait, don't you do it to me. Howdy. Who is here? Oh, I missed anyone? I will play you a mandolin solo that lasts for 45 minutes, and you're going to like it. That's right. Welcome, Creamy Roll. You are the contest winner. If you want something, you have to let me know. Otherwise, you say, I don't want anything. I don't want your shit or rubbish. You can give it to the next poor person. No. Just give it to him. Jesus. Welcome, new Mexico 444. Mexico 444. Coeur d'Alene, French for heart of an owl. Owl. Wait a minute. I gotta read that. Hang on. Jack de Coeur, Jack of Hearts. I'll tell you something about Coeur d'Alene. Coeur d'Alene. Settled by, Indians. Not quite Pocahontas, but Indians. There was a tribe, Coeur d'Alene. And, that's how it started. The tribe Coeur d'Alene. And that just kind of spread out over the area, and so on and so on and so on. Rust never sleeps. Crazy Horse. Russ Never Sleeps. Tribes. Coeur d'Alene. Not quite, again, it's not Pocahontas. That's not 1-to-1 here. We're not talking Pocahontas, but we're talking in the image of Pocahontas, perhaps. In the image of Pocahontas. Coeur d'Alene. Coeur d'Alene, Jack the Colt. That's right. Coeur d'Alene, Jack the Colt. Jack the Colt. Coeur d'Alene.
Where's my dog? I've lost my dog.
Can you like tell me where my dog is? I'm really worried about him. Yep. I guess my ex-girlfriend's in the house too. Is she all right? Fuck. But how's Murphy though? Like I really want my dog. Fuck my ex-girlfriend. Right? Her face was bashed in. Oh, well, that kind of sucks. But how's my dog doing? I mean, that's Jack Decor. That's Jack Decor. That little fucking turd. Scumball. All right. Here we go. This is my second intro. All right. Welcome, Snowpiercer. Welcome, Snowpiercer.
I love you, Snowpiercer.
Welcome, Creepy Raw again. Winner of the contest. Earlier on, of course. Spliff and tea, spliff and tea. The two things that matter most to me. I spliff and a tea. I could do that every day in the English countryside. And I say, fuck off, everybody. And you know what? No, you cannot take pictures on my property. Get out of here or I will shoot you. Something like that. I know I have the best views in Brighton, but if you come on my property, I will shoot you. Well, I really can't shoot. I'll stab you to death. I'll stab you to death. I cannot own a firearm, actually. But whatever. I will still find a way to kill you. I promise you. Welcome, Lynn Champagne. Where have you been hiding? Welcome, White Rabbit. Oh, dear. You're like my Moby Dick, actually. Every time I see you, I'm like, oh, great. I'm Herman Melville, and I gotta chase you again, and again, and again. Herman Melville. Every time I see the White Rabbit, I think, oh no, Herman Melville, no, why do you curse me? Why? Why do you do it to me? Why do you curse me with these things? I don't know. But you do? Yeah. You fucking curse me with this shit, and I don't really like it. I mean, actually, I don't like it at all. But, now that you got me Look, now that you got me on this shit, all right? Probably the greatest concert ever given. I still wish what that must have been like back in 1907 at the Royal Albert Hall, 1970, to see one of the greatest concerts ever performed. Led Zeppelin. Absolutely. Probably the top 5 concerts ever given by any artist. I would rank it up there. I would. Maybe, okay, top 10 if I'm being nasty. Yeah. Definitely. Fucking Zeppelin 70 Royal Albert Hall. This is, if you want ultimate Zeppelin, whatever, that is ultimate fucking Zeppelin. Yep. Pre-Stairway shit, right? It's pre-Stairway, but raw and fucking just balls to the wall. Right? Whole lot of love. Zeppelin 2, right? Anyway, sorry, I think I got confused between my Ode to Led Zeppelin video and Idaho 4. It seems I got a little lost here. Well, that is the theme of this shit. But this is what we're doing now, all right? This is Kai Davis. I don't know. I'm going into this with a fresh pair of eyes and ears. I mean, if this is Kai Davis already, I don't like the guy. I already don't like him. He looks like a fucking idiot. Prick, maybe. I mean, if that is Kai Davis, already I'm like, oh, Jesus, here we go. Can I punch him now or later? I don't know. Right? He has a punchable face. Oh, I just punched a guy in the face. Anyway, excuse me, Kai Davis. And I'm getting it from Connor, who I absolutely love, by the way. Connor, I love you. I love you, Connor. And that's where I'm getting this from. I love Connor. Connor is the shit. I love it. You know what? And you know why? It's because, well, not only this, but because the dog there is the avatar. There's a dog as an avatar. And so you know what? Anybody who has a dog for an avatar, they must be all right. So that's what I'm thinking. Here. Connor. Check this shit out. Mrs. John, where are you at? Oh, there you are. Oh, welcome, Mrs. John. Now, hey, Mrs. John, are you going to push me into the butter zone tonight, or are you going to refrain from pushing my buttons? Snoopy, I don't know. Mrs. John, are you pushing me into the butter zone tonight? I think the garden needs a fair warning. Refrain from going into Butterland? All right. You sure you don't want to go into Butterland tonight? We can go to Butterland. Hey, Mrs. John, are we already in Butterland? Hey, is this not Butterland, though? All right. Right? Look at that. Master Nature, now you just being cruel. And, look, the garden's starting to, like, get nervous because you keep picking on people who are like, well, who look like me and talk like me, and it's starting to make the garden really nervous. And they're like, well, I don't know what to do with this person now. Should I dump him on the side of the road, or should I just kind of stay in the car, let him just keep talking for a little bit, and then I dump him on the side of the road and see what happens, Master? You can't pick on these people for too long. They will. It's like you want to guillotine. It's like you want to guillotine yourself or something, and it's very hard to watch. And actually, it's kind of funny, actually, in a weird way. And well, yeah, me and Tyrone laugh about it actually quite a bit. Actually, we laugh at you. Well, we laugh at you a lot, actually. And I'm sorry. Great. Well, tell me how you really feel, MD. And Tyrone. Thanks. Well, Master Nietzsche, it's been this way the whole time. I mean, I don't know why you're so fucking shocked. Like, me and MD have, been conspiring against you ever since you started the channel. I mean, where have you been, my love? Hey, my loves, where have you been? Everybody new to the garden. Where have you been? All right. And why haven't you been here before? Maybe you were here before, and you're like, you know what? I think I'm going to step outside of the garden. And then you find your way back to the garden. You're like, well, did I ever leave the garden, actually? Yeah, but the point is, Master Nature, me and MD, we've been teaming up against you ever since you started the channel. I mean, it ain't nothing new. I mean, we've been sitting back watching you, laughing at you. I mean, it is amusing up here. You got to keep in mind, there ain't much to do up here in the fucking spirit realm. There really isn't. I mean, when you think about it, there ain't much to fucking do. Really, you walk around. You walk around in this like fucking cloud, right? You can't fucking see nothing. But you walk around and like everything's okay. You know what I mean? Like you're jiving, right? Or you're vibing. I'm sorry. What's the word? Vibing, right? I'm sorry. Back in my day, it was jiving, but now it's vibing. See how you ripped me off? You just fucking ripped me off, baby. You didn't even know it. You didn't even fucking know you ripped me off, baby. Look, we said jiving, baby. But now you say vibing. And now, you know what? You fucking ripped me off. I need a cut of that. See, I started the trend with jiving, right? With jiving. That's what we say, jiving. But now you say vibing. And now you're just ripping me off. You're taking my ing. You're taking my ing. And you're just like using it for your own benefit. All right, baby. But that's all right, baby. You know why? Because after midnight, you could definitely take my ing and do whatever you want. That's what I'm saying, lovely. All right. Hey, I'm sorry. It took a while to get to the punchline there, but bam. Hey, baby, it's worth the ride. It's worth the ride, baby. Okay, all right. You just gotta stick with it long enough, and well, after midnight, baby. Oh, it becomes a dream come true. All right, dream come true. All right. Yeah, listen, lovelies, and ladies and lords. Not lords. I'm sorry, but my ladies, lords, and but not damn lords. Why do you keep slipping in my no. Ladies, lilies, right? Ladies and lilies, and and dames, of course, and moonflower and flowers, and we're just the ing has to come after midnight. That's all. And then here's what's going to happen in your mind. Here's what happened. Here's what's going to happen in your mind when you do that. You're going to be saying to yourself, hey girl, are you in the garden of midnight? You in the garden of good and evil? All right, baby. All right. I forgot the fucking title of the book, but you know what I'm saying. Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? No, it's called Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, and that's what it's called. And you're gonna be that was based down in where was that? Louisiana, right? New Orleans. It was based down in New Orleans, right? No, it wasn't. Yes, it was New Orleans, right? No, what the fucking no? No, it was Savannah, fucking Georgia. That's where it was. Savannah, Georgia. That's right. Savannah, Georgia. Right. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, right? Savannah, Georgia. Right. With the gothic fucking cemeteries, right? Guys ever been to Savannah, Georgia? Raise your hand. Yeah. Savannah, Georgia, love. Savannah, Georgia. Love Savannah. Love Savannah. I love Savannah. I love Savannah. I also love Charleston, South Carolina. Just saying. That's what I love. Yeah, we definitely need to go on a road trip. Oh, we're going on a road trip right now. Yeah, you are. Yeah, we are. We're going right down to Savannah, actually. Right? We're going to Savannah, Lowe's. And I might just go outside, see what's happening out here. The gato is out here somewhere. I don't know where he is, but he's out here somewhere. Yep. Probably watching us from afar. Yeah. See where the mind takes you. You have the same door? Yeah, you probably live like right next to me, dude. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But if you know, don't tell anybody. Welcome at What the Ellie? How is the dog contest going? Welcome, Terry Lynn Doggins, my love of all things Jim Morrison, and me and you. What the Ellie? How's the dog contest going? You cannot forsake it. Welcome, Laura. Oh, baby, you know what we gotta do? We gotta go now. All right. That's right. Well, actually, we gotta go now. We gotta get out of here. She's first. Oh, hey, wonderful. See, there you go. Dog, hey, there you go. Dog's still first. There you are. Right? Something's working, right? Something's working. Well, it's either that or, well, may have threatened a few people, but, you know, it doesn't matter. It's still working anyway, you know. Listen, Ellie's dog wins the contest, or guess what? You ain't gonna be walking so good tomorrow, all right, you fucking asshole? So fucking do it. Something like, I'm sorry, Ellie, something like that. Shh. We'll keep that quiet. Okay, keep that quiet between me, you, and Tyrone and fucking Stanley. Oh my God. Yeah, don't underestimate the power that Stanley has. You can't underestimate him. He will knock your ass out. Temple of the Dog. Love that. I love that. Well, you'd have to, Ellie, you'd have to sit it down and say, listen, you are a princess. You better act like one. Or else we're going to send you to princess school and, they're going to teach you to, they're gonna teach you how to act here. You can't be acting like a non-princess when you're a princess. You can't be doing that shit. Nope. So if you do not behave for me, I'm gonna have to send you off to princess school, and they're gonna teach you the right way to go here. When you sit for a photo shoot, this is how you gotta act here, baby. You can't be deviating from the script here, love. You know what I mean? You're a princess now, so all that shit kind of you gotta you're the princess. All right. So I think you got a reason with her there, Elliot. You got a reason with her. Well, this is tough reasoning. Tough reasoning, but it's gonna happen one way or another here. You gonna behave for me, right? Or I send you off, and then you really gonna fucking behave for me, like real, all right? Like you put your fucking paw on the dresser, and you shouldn't be putting your fucking paw on the dresser. Well, guess what? We're talking John Wick kind of shit now. You know what I mean? Where they put you through the fucking ringer. All right. I mean, only for dogs, like who are princesses. You know what I mean? So you then they send your dog off to fucking John Wick school, and then they beat the dog up for like, I don't know, like for 2 years they beat the dog up. But then the dog comes out of the John Wick school, and the dog's like a fucking master assassin. And so the dog just takes out everybody. It's fucking weird. Like, so the dog walks out of the fucking, of his training, 2 year, and then he can kill, the dog can kill anything he wants. I mean, like, without anything. He just kills everybody. I don't know. Elliot, I don't know if that's the route you want to take with him. Or her. I'm sorry, her. I mean, well, yeah, she'd be a master assassin then too, I guess. And I don't know if you want to go that route. That's like the John Wick route, and I don't know. That's a tough call. That's a tough call there. That's a real tough call. I mean, well, there's positives to that too. I mean, the dog comes out like a lethal assassin machine, and not only that, but he's immortal. So that's good. That's a good. Yeah, I don't know. You might want to go to John Wick route, where you just you get your 2 years of ass kicking, and you come out, and then you can kill everybody, and you're immortal. Apparently, you're just fucking immortal. Yeah, after being shot like 70 million times. But whatever. Anyway, that's a difficult choice. I don't know. I'd probably just sit her down on her like favorite whatever and be like, look, you're a princess now, and well, there's some rules we have to follow. Otherwise, I'm going to have to turn you into an assassin. One or the other. Take your pick. Mom, do I have to? Yeah, you fucking have to. Especially if you win the fucking contest. You got to, yeah. I don't want to be in that stupid contest anyway. Why you put me in it? Shut the fuck up, I'll beat you. Right? I mean, well, all right, guys. All right. Sorry. All right. We got sidetracked on the road trip. We got a little sidetracked, but that's all part of the show. I promise. Can you trust me? All right. Here is Mr. Kai Davis. Blurry?
Real quick, make sure I get your info right.
Hey, a little blurry, guys. Hang on. Sorry.
You don't need it. It's all good. What's your date of birth?
We're gonna not. It's gonna be not blurry. But in doing that, I may have to spray Windex in your eyeballs. So here we go. Windex in the eyes. Ah. Oh my God, Master. You burned my fucking eyes. Is that better? I don't know. Let's see.
You sprayed Windex in my eyes, you asshole. What is wrong with you?
All right. Let's see if this is better.
For a conversation here.
Yeah, it's better. That's better.
Okay, let me real quick make sure I get your info right.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Your driver's license out of Idaho? Yeah. You don't need it. It's all good. What's your date of birth? 2003.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. And where are you living at now?
I'm at the fraternity here, but I also live.
Gotcha. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not a fraternity guy.
Not a fraternity guy. They always say that.
Are you? What are you studying?
What are you studying? What do you want to do?
Yeah. Easy, man. Good deal. Got plans for summer?
Huh? Okay, so why are we here? What are we doing?
Down. Yeah, that's good, man. All right.
Fuck.
So we'll just get into this, man.
Good, let's go, man.
To ask you kind of what the background is, how you knew Maddie, Kaylee, Ethan, and Zayna.
Yeah.
And just whatever you have to tell me on that front.
Yeah, let's
We would
go.
always just hang out, like all the time since I was a freshman. They'd come over to the house, more like Xana. That was before she was dating Ethan, and she was just hanging out with us all the time.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Last year I was starting to hang out with one of the roommates, Bethany, all the time, so I would go there all the time and hang out at the house.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Would you go, like, if they had
Wow.
together at parties and stuff on the
Right.
weekends, would you go over there? Okay, cool. So you said you started hanging out with Bethany that year, like 2022, would that have been? Okay.
Okay. Right?
Did you have a relationship with her? Girlfriend? Seeing each other, anything like that?
Yeah, just kind of
Seeing each other? Okay.
Yeah, seeing each other, all right. Kai Davis and Bethany.
Have you talked to her recently?
She's good.
She's good. Yeah, all right, that's good.
Yeah.
12, 20, 20.
Doing all right, though, all things considered? Yeah, good.
Okay, well.
All right, so basically, it's kind of you guys you're just in that circle of friends, right? Kind of that fair to say.
Exactly.
Okay, so what
Do
happened?
you know of anything that anybody ever mentioned about people outside the house at 1122? Any strange occurrences, anything like that you can think of?
Not at all.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Okay.
All right. Wait. So wait a minute. So let me just stop it here a minute, guys. So he is kind of in the inner circle here. You know, a bit. I mean, he's hooking up with Bethany Funk. So, yeah, I mean, and he says he was there plenty of times. So he probably has an idea of how things, I would say that's fair, right? He would have an idea of how things work a bit in the house, right? You're hooking up with Bethany. Yeah. And who knows what Bethany and him talk about. So anyway, but he's been there plenty of times. So he has a general understanding of how things operate in the house to a degree. But let's see if he knows more.
When they would have get-togethers there, about how many people do you think would show up usually?
Wasn't a big place. Maybe like 20 people max.
Okay, yeah.
And that's like pushing it, probably.
Yeah, for that house,
Wait
yeah.
a minute. Let's hear that again.
Have get-togethers there, about how many people do you think would show up?
Well, where? Where are we talking?
When they would have get-togethers there, about how many people do you think would show up usually?
At the house? At the King Roadhouse? Okay, we're talking about the King Roadhouse, correct? So, he says, 20 to 30, max. However, in plenty of other documents, we could see up to 60 to 70 people on any given week. Right? We throw a party once a week at least at the house on King Road. Right? And those party numbers, they would be up to 60 to 70. That's in plenty of other documents, the total number here. This idiot downplays that number for some reason. Now, why is he downplaying that number? Is it because he just doesn't know? Or he's purposely downplaying that number? Because that's a big difference. 20 people to 60 to 70. That's a big difference. Even for an idiot like this. That's a big difference. I would say. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So he says 20 to 30. Other people have said 60 to 70 people on any given weekend. Oh, yeah. Fuckface. Fuckface.
Maybe like 20 people max.
20 people max.
That's like pushing it, probably.
And that's pushing it. However, other people have said in other documents, no, it's more like 60 to 70 people. Idiot. Yeah. 60 to 70 is probably actually pretty close. I mean, what? We just saw one clip, right? We saw that one clip where they're not even in the house. And you have all these people that are hanging out there. So at any given moment, you never know. There could be maybe 50 people there. You don't know. Especially if you're not at the house. How many fucking people do you think are going to be going in and out of that? I don't know. Probably a lot. So anyway, let's carry on.
Was it pretty like pretty tight as far as you guys knowing who was coming and going, or were people kind of coming and going freely? How'd that work?
Yeah, pretty much people coming and going freely.
Okay.
Joe, all right.
If someone came in there that you guys didn't know, do you think someone would have picked up on it?
Yeah.
Think so?
Definitely.
Okay.
Okay. How you know that? What makes you think that? Give me an example of that, right?
Okay, so best as you can remember, right? Granted, it's well over a year now since this all took place, but that night prior, so it would have been Saturday night. Can you just kind of talk me through your timeline? Like,
you know what? And the question here is, why did it take you so fucking long to interview this guy? Look, if this guy is dating Bethany Funk, well, you better get to him pretty quickly, in my opinion. I mean, you know, you're going to, right? Any of the boyfriends, any of the, you know, the whatever, Victim, Funk, Dylan Mortensen, you're going to get to these people way sooner than this. In my opinion, you have to. Right? Right. Of course. In a real investigation, right? Look, if you are taking Dylan Mortensen and Bethany Funk as suspects, well, these characters right here, if you're treating Bethany and Dylan like suspects, their boyfriends are going to be right on up the list with them. Same with the victims, right? Same with the victims. It shouldn't be no different between the victims and Funk and Mortensen. No difference here. We have to treat it the same way. That they're suspects. Anyway, this guy, the point is, this guy should have been interviewed, a year and a half prior to this. Ridiculous. And yeah, it is stupid, idiot. I don't know who's interviewing him right now, but.
That night prior, so it would have been Saturday night. Can you just kind of talk me through your timeline? Like, did you see him that night? Just best you can remember what happened that night leading up to
it. It was a game day, so there was drinking involved, so that also plays a factor into my memory.
Here we go.
I know we went over there in the morning, probably 10.
And that's to 1122?
Yes.
To the house?
Okay, yeah. That was like
to the house.
Rush.
What?
And then That was the last time I was at the house, and then I went over to the Whites. We all did to hang out at a sorority, like out of house place. Then I'm pretty sure we just went to the game and then went home. Back to the fraternity. My fraternity, that is.
So the Whites, which sorority was it that was throwing the party at the Whites again?
Alpha Phi.
Well, they blocked that out.
Okay, so you went to the Whites, and then you said you went to the game.
Yep.
Okay, were you there early, late, like show up halftime? Do you remember?
I'm pretty sure I went at like halftime. Didn't even go to the game. Went to the tailgate.
Okay.
Hung out there for quite a while. Because they're always partying there. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And were any of them there with you at the tailgate?
Yeah.
Okay. Who all was there with you?
I honestly don't even remember. I think we all went.
Okay. Yeah. So then, do you remember what time you left, on or abouts?
I honestly don't remember.
Okay, that's fine, man. Did you stay the whole time? Like, was the game letting out, or did you guys leave before the game let out? Don't know. Okay, it's all good, man. I get it.
That was a long time ago,
Yeah, it
too.
was.
My memory's not good.
I don't like that. Do not like that at all.
Game, do you remember
Nope.
about what their plans were, where they were going?
Oh, I do not like that at all. That's not good. I don't like that at all here. Now, guys, this is the first time watching it with you, my garden. So I haven't gone through this yet. We're going through it now together here, right? I don't like that there at all. That's a red flag to me. Don't you fucking say that to me. Don't you fucking say that to me. Or I'm gonna be eyeballing you now. Don't you fucking say that to me. Listen to this. No, when I hear this expression, my fucking antennas go way up. Listen to this.
Don't know. Okay, it's all good, man. I get it.
That was a long time ago,
Yeah, it
too.
was.
My memory's not good.
No.
And so once you guys left the game, do you...
No. It's not that long. All right? I'll tell you what. Oh, I'm going to rip you in half right now, my fucking friend. You fuck. Look at this fucking prick. We're going to hammer. This is what we do.
I get it.
Yeah, I get it, right?
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. This happened 11/13/2022.
Yeah, it was.
Right? One of the most traumatic incidences that you're going to be remotely related to, most likely in your lifetime. You were dating one of the supposed survivors of this, and it doesn't really register in your brain at all. Weird, right? I mean, you were with Bethany on and off. You guys were dating. And she doesn't come to you and say, Jesus Christ, I almost fucking got killed. Right? I think you would remember that. Right? I would. Well, what's the problem? The problem is there are no landmarks here. That's probably the only way I can describe that right now. You don't need a 555-page book here. What I'm trying to say is there are landmarks here that are missing for me. Landmarks. There should be landmarks here for this guy. When it comes to memory, right? We have landmarks. And so landmarks, right? We know what they are. These are anchors to what we remember, right? And so there had to have been some sort of anchor tying his memory to that night or that time, Right? But where's the anchor? Is what I guess what I'm saying is, where's our anchor? Where's our landmark with him? He doesn't seem to remember shit, but he should. Because Bethany Funk, number 1, is his anchor. Bethany Funk, the Hobbit, would be his number 1 anchor to this situation. Yeah, she would be. That would be part of, right? That would be part of the anchor here. Grounding. So, whenever somebody says this to me, well, that was a long time ago, right? My memory is not that good. Well, dude, it's only been a year and a half. It's not like this is 25 years ago, right? We're talking a year and a half. Yeah. So you're saying to me, wait, your memory's not that good? But how old are you? 22? Don't give me this. That is the worst fucking line you could give me. That was a long time ago. My memory's not that good. The minute you say that to me, I'm thinking to myself, you are a suspect to me. All right. Yes, you are. Especially when you're this young, you are definitely a suspect. That's a stupid thing to say. It's a dumb fucking thing to say to a detective. I'm only 22, but my memory is not really that good. That's a really dumb fucking thing to say to a detective. Because I'll eat you for breakfast. Eat you for breakfast. Fuck yeah, I would. Well, what do you mean your memory's not that good? You're a young man. What are you talking about? Right? I hit him with that shit. Well, I just mean that, well, this had to have been one of the most important dates. Look, like, if you had to think back to it, don't you think this is probably an important, like, day in, kind of in your history here, at least with your girlfriend, Bethany Funk? Don't you think those things go together? Right? Then you hit him with that shit. Well, tell me about your relationship with Bethany Funk. What was that like? Did you guys fight? I mean, were you actually together? Like, were you dating? Like, what was the status of your relationship with Bethany Funk? Because why? Because Bethany Funk, being a real homicide detective that you are, she is going to be on your suspect list. See, and that's how this should have played out, right? We know this, right? So Bethany Funk, in a real investigation, she's going to be at the top of your brain. And so you're interviewing her on again, off again boyfriend. And so he has got to be at the top of your brain with her at the equal level here, equilibrium between these two. And so you can't be, first of all, you can't be interviewing somebody like that a year and a half later. That's completely ridiculous. That's mistake number 1 here, big time. Especially when it comes to Bethany Funk or Dylan Mortensen. These two characters, you have to take the closest people with them. You have to get to them early and fast. And you got to fucking hammer them. Hammer. But that's not what happened here. All right. So that's Act 3, Part 1. Now we hit the interlude. All right, there's more to that interview. We're going to watch the rest of it.
But we're going to call this an interlude for all you sci-fi lovers out there. I've just got word from the spirit realm that, well, my boy, my one and only boy, is putting together a new sci-fi series up in the spirit realm. Yes, it's an extension of his spirit realm radio enterprise, and
Anyway, how's the chat doing? Who did I miss? Everybody, asshole. Everybody and everything. Everybody and everything, asshole. Yeah, don't even bother. Welcome, Jack Showalter, Idaho 4. All right. Hey, I'm so glad you made it. Where have you been? I'm not your mommy. You're funny, dude. And it was like, wait a minute, is that the real Jack Showalter? Nah. Jack, get out of here, Jack Showalter. Like, but wait, I am the Jack Showalter that you've been talking about. I'm sorry, dude. It's not my problem. It's your problem. Oh, cool. Hey, good, Jack. I can't wait to see those. Calm down, everybody. Jesus Christ. Man, I gotta pay attention to my chat more. Jesus. You guys, take it easy. Oh my God, what's going on? Got fake Jack Showalters in my chat. I got Drew Bledsoe in my chat. Hey, welcome, Drew. Welcome, Drew. I'm sorry you got benched. Well, I'm not that Drew Bledsoe, asshole. What is going on? Hey, some people have special powers. Use them if you feel it necessary. All right. Wow. All right. Hey, it's all right. Hey, right? It's like it's a sold-out show, and some people have to, try to barge their way into the show. All right. It's maladaptive, but, it is punk. It is punk, though. It really is punk in a way, actually, to think about it. And then we just sort of got to kick their ass out the door. You can be punk tomorrow, just not today, punk. Right. It's all in the matter of speaking now. Oh, I've missed you, Stanley. And come try my butterscotch gingerbread that I made for you. And Jesus Christ, fuck it. Hey guys, I don't want to fight you. Stanley. Yeah, fucking bro, you pull that shit on me again. You fucking. Well, good to know. I send off for calling. I guess I'll get back to him in the fucking morning. I mean, what am I going to tell the guy? I'm not sure. Well, I don't know. I guess it's like, well,
I think you just made the wrong investment. That's all you did. I know he's going to be upset, but such is life. I mean, you have to be a little upset about something all the time, it seems. Well, he's going to lose his boat. But, you know, on the bright side of things, it's all right. It's just a boat. It's just a boat, love. It's just a boat, love. It's just a boat. Just a... All right. All right. Yeah, there you are, love. All right. Nice interlude. All right. So, getting back to this guy. God.
My memory's not good.
Yeah, fuck off. Fuck off.
So once you guys left the game, do you remember anything about what their plans were, where they were going, anything like that? No?
I know they went to the club, I think.
Okay.
Kaylee and Maddie did.
Okay. How do you know that?
Alright, and then you left the game and went with
Just back to it.
Oh my God. Hang on, guys. Wow. Once again, we're not asking the right questions. Yeah, well, I know Kaylee and Maddie went to the club. All right. Well, how do you know that? Who told you that? Yeah, whatever. Dylan, right? Whoever. All right.
And kind of talking through the rest of your evening that night. Do you remember anything about it?
No.
Sure, we just went back, hung out, ate food.
Yeah.
Went to bed.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Didn't leave that you remember?
Oh,
Okay.
Uh-huh. I don't know.
And then next morning, when did you hear about what happened?
One of my fraternity brothers, barged into my room, because I would, stay the night at Bethany's quite a bit, so then they saw the vandal alert that the homicides happened on King Street, so then one of my fraternity brothers came into my room, making sure I was there, woke me up, really hungover, didn't even know what was going on, but then we had no clue, so we were just hanging out in one room all together. And then one of our buddies came in and told us a little bit about it.
Who's that? Who's that? Who told you then? Well,
How often do you think you stay the night at Bethany's?
I'd say, we stayed 3 times.
Okay. She never said anything about strange occurrences or anything going on?
Not at all.
Okay. All right. Anything else you remember about that day, particularly the day after? Once you guys found out?
No, we were kind of just all in shock, just sitting there with each other.
Yep. Okay. Kind of like most everybody else was.
Yeah, right. And I think we just all went home the next day.
Yeah. Did you have any communication with Bethany after the match?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Is she
making sure she's good?
Yeah. Did she tell you anything after, about what happened or anything like that?
Oh.
No. Okay.
I didn't really want to talk to her about it. Figure it out.
Yeah. No, I blame you. Is there anything else you can think of that I might need to know or would want to know to include in our conversation here?
Oof. Oh.
Okay. All right, so just make sure I got it all clear. So you hung out with Zayna pretty frequently freshman year.
Yeah.
And then sophomore year you started seeing Bethany casually. Is that a fair characterization? Stayed the night 3 times maybe. no strange occurrences. 20 people would show up-ish at parties and stuff like that. But you think you would know if somebody wasn't welcome showed up. So then that Saturday, you said you guys went to 1122 for brunch. Do you know what time that would have been? Like, you're talking like mid-morning or late morning? Do you have any idea?
Mid-morning.
Mid-morning, so 10, 9, 10, something like that?
Yeah. It wasn't much of a brunch. It was just like meet up and drink a little before we went over to the Whites.
Pre-game.
Yeah.
So then you went to the Whites. Do you remember what apartment that was or which side of the Whites it was? And you were all at that one?
Okay.
Okay. Then you went to the game, did some tailgating, halftime to unknown when, and then once you left, you said you just went straight back to the fraternity and ate some food, went to sleep, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool, man. I don't have much else for you. If you think of something, you have my cell phone number, but there's my card.
Absolutely.
Please feel free to get a hold of me, or if you need anything at all, let me know. Obviously, we're trying to make sure everybody kind of, as best as we can with the gag order, keep everybody informed on what's going on. Obviously, there's not a lot we can tell anyone at this point, but if you need something, we got 2 campus officers. You guys are more than welcome to go chat with them, too. And like I said, you have my cell phone number, so if you need something, hit me up.
Sweet.
All right? Cool, man. Well, appreciate you coming down.
Yeah.
If I have any further questions, I'll just get hold of you if that's all right.
Okay.
Cool. You guys all done for the year, right?
Jeez. All right. Wow. All right. I don't know. What do you make of that? What do you make of that? There we go. What do you think? Oh boy. All right. So there we are. Sweet dreams, love. Welcome, Daft Mance. I missed you. I'm sorry. Boy. Jeez. All right. I don't know. Okay. All right. Apparently I missed a lot. All right. Jeez. Who's leaving who? Hello. All right. Anyway, what do you make of Kai? I don't know. I don't know. Weird. I mean, what haven't we said? Oh. No. I don't know. Well, beyond what we already said about him, about it. I don't know. It's weird. There's a lot of things I don't like about it. Yeah, all right. We already mentioned those, but I don't like the after the fact stuff. I don't like that. That bothers me a little bit. You know, like Well, we didn't really talk about it. I talked to her a couple times afterwards. I don't like that piece very much. I don't like that. I mean, maybe it was extremely casual. I mean, maybe it was that. Maybe it was extremely casual. And they didn't really talk they didn't really talk much at all about anything at all. Maybe. It could be that. Could be that. I gotta think about that. But I don't know. I don't like the after the fact kind of stuff. That bothers me too. Like, if you had any feelings for this person, you're probably gonna be like, I don't know. You'd be a little more protective, I would think. Like, hey, how you been? Right? Are you okay? You know, is there anything I can do? I don't know. I think if you like this girl to some degree, you know, and you're not really screwing around with anybody else, you know, I don't know. All right, but you'd probably be a little protective of her, I would think. Maybe that's just me. No, if I'm not dating anybody else, right? And I was just hooking up with Bethany here. And I wasn't really, dealing with anybody else, right? Well, I mean, I'd probably be protective of her to some degree, even though we're not, like, officially dating each other. I'd still feel some sort of protectiveness of her, right? I would think. I mean, at least I would, right? I mean, even if you're not, quote-unquote, like, together, I mean, you're together. So anyway, that's weird. But yeah, that bothers the after the event bothers me. I could see keeping in contact a little bit more frequently. Yeah, even if it's just to check in. How are you feeling today? Are you okay today? Whatever. Even if it was that, I would expect to see that frequency of communication between them two to be much higher. Following the event, I would expect an increase in communication. Actually, that's what I would expect to see here, and if that's not the case, that's a little odd to me. To me, that's a little weird. Nefarious, perhaps, but no, that would go against my rational thinking here in this situation. See, I don't know. Unless Bethany said something like, hey, don't bother me, I don't want to talk to anybody right now. Maybe. I don't know. Weird dynamics there. I don't know. I'm not so sure here. I don't know. That's a weird one. To me, that's a little weird. I mean, here's what's weird about this one, okay? In my opinion, ultimately. On one hand, this person is kind of, he seems to be in a hierarchy here, but his status in the hierarchy seems a bit elevated compared to other people. That's a good way of putting it. Because he's kind of dating Bethany Funk, maybe not officially, but yeah, they've been hooking up recently. He's been at the house now 3 times. And this is recent. So, right. That's right. This seems to be a new situation, it appears. But in this newness of the situation, they started hooking up, right? They started staying over at the King Roadhouse. He did at least 3 times. Right. So much so, in fact, in the weeks leading up to this murder, the murders, the fraternity thought that he might have been at the house. And so they rushed into his room to check to make sure that he was in the room. That's what he just said. That's what he said. Right? So he was over there pretty frequently enough for the frats, the frat boys, to worry that he may have been over there that night. So he must have been over there pretty frequently in the weeks leading up to this event. That's what that tells me. So he's been there. He's been there several times. No. He's in sort of a higher place in the hierarchy because him and Bethany are together here. Yep. Casually or whatever, he's been staying over there quite a bit. Enough to give details about, a lot of people could just come and go in the house. He knew that. And he knew, he got this one wrong. There weren't 20 to 30 people, max. Sometimes that would be 50 to 60 people max in the house. So he totally got that one wrong. That one's definitely an error. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Now, that could be a couple of reasons there, but whatever. So he is there. It's an interesting character here. It's like he's trying to say, on one hand, I really don't know anything. I wasn't really a part of things. But then on the other hand, he's saying, but I was there. I was there pretty consistently. Yeah. Over the past few weeks before this happened. So I was there. And I was with Funk. I was with Bethany Funk. Yeah. So he's an interesting character, this one. I need to think about him more here and watch his shit again. He's interesting. There's a duality here with this interview, a duality, which on one hand, it appears it could make sense, maybe. But on the other hand, it's like, not sure if that makes complete sense or not. No, I don't know about that. A few things he said, like, they bother me. Hey, my memory's not that good. Yeah, that bothers me quite a bit. Anyway, there's that. Act 2. That was Act 2, Part 2. No, excuse me. Act 3, Part 2. Act 3, Part 2 is upon you. I know you wanted the best. You got the best. What can I say? I mean, but you doubted me. You've always doubted me. Yeah, I'm gonna whip this shit. Look, all right, fuck off. But look, I was gonna fuck off. I was gonna show this shit to you. So this is the raw Moscow bagel security, right? I was gonna show this shit to you too. Yeah. This is interesting. We should watch this. We do see the white car pulls up here. It looks just like the car they were chasing. You do have the 9 and 8 Jersey people come to the white car over here. They get in. They wait for the other guy in the fucking cutout muscle shirt, whatever. He gets in the car. You see, so we should get into this. Yeah, we should get into this. So that's where I get it from. That's where I'm getting this from, right? My love. All right. Yep. Same as everybody else. Anyway, we'll get into that more. I just want to show you that, yes, I'm looking at that too. I've been looking at that. It's okay. I guess it's like that. I guess it's like that. Something like that, though. Alright. Well, as we do with Moby Dick, this is what we do. Alright, well, there you are. There you are. Yeah, there you are. So, well, that's Kai Davis for you. Kai Davis. We're going to talk about him a little bit more. I don't think we should. Yes. All right, guys. All right. Yeah. Well, we fulfilled one objective, which was good. But now we think about the late show. This was the early, what was it, Sir Thomas Aquinas? It was the early, late morning show. Yes, it was. And it was also the morning, late, early morning, and late evening show. And, because of these things, sometimes we have to be banished to the nether realm, and, or somebody suggested this to me, my love, like that. You did. Well, you're thinking to yourself, wait a minute, Master Nature. Wait a minute, Master Nature. How can you say these things? How can you say them? I don't know. Don't know. I don't know. However, yeah. All right. All right, we'll find this one. This one's way down here. All right. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I think we should wait on that. Yeah, that's too much there. Too much there. It would go off into another realm. Yeah, that's what the late shows are for. That is what the late show is for. Going off the rails. Gotta save it. You've got to save it. Yeah, I think we did enough, eh? You know. All right, here we are. No, that's not a... All right, lad.